Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Sekiro. Last time, we basically went on a fishing expedition. We were supposed to be backtracking old areas, but we ended up just exploring a lot of new ones. But we found some cool stuff. It was a lot of fun exploring our new swim ability. And now it's time for us to focus back on the castle. We have got to figure out why this place has been shut down, why the gate has been locked once again. And we can only get in here through the dungeon, which I think is probably because it probably has to do more with level layout rather than story. Like, this is kind of the furthest away from Kuro and Emma. We can't just go straight to them, I would imagine. It's probably going to make us re-explore or navigate the entire level again, potentially. We'll find out momentarily. First, we're going to pick up the ultimate temple arts tree skill, the High Monk. I've been aiming for this, and I think it's time for us to pick this up. The secret technique of the Senpo style adds sword slashes and additional kicks to the Senpo leaping kick, which is the one we had been trying for a little bit, and I had liked it a lot. I kind of fall back on Shadow Rush because it is a very good ability as well, and I can't wait to see what the combination of these two when we get to this spot is going to be. I suppose we can buy it here as well, but the High Monk ability, this technique has no form, and the attacks differ from person to person. For Wolf, it's only natural that he'd rely on Kusabi Maru when performing the technique. Let's pick this up, and we'll still have 4 points to spend on potentially getting more spirit emblems. I still have not upgraded my spirit emblem capacity one of these days, but I like the idea of aiming for these ultimate payoffs. Let's check out the High Monk, and now when we have 6 points, we can get Shadowfall. We'll be looking forward to that. For the moment, let's go ahead and equip our new toy and see how it works. It is basically, okay, so you just do L1 plus R1, but then you just follow up with R1. But then there's something after the leaping kicks. You can just keep pressing R1, and that's when you do High Monk, which is several sword attacks and finish with a jumping forward kick. Man, there's so much to this. Let's see how this looks. So we got this. That's cool. And then you do this, and then you do... Wow. That is quite the distance closer. You are on the ever forward march, and my goodness, that is really cool. I gotta say, Shadow Rush is a lot of fun. This one just has I mean, it probably is very powerful in addition to just looking cool as hell. Okay, we have to try this out. We're going to keep this on the bar, or we're going to keep it equipped. And let's start to explore here. We have the ability to eavesdrop. There's already something different that we've noticed from last time here in the castle zone. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what all is different and how much we'll be re-exploring this place. But let's do the eavesdrop. No one's coming to take your place. I wonder why that might be. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Ah, the guy with the bell is here. He just sort of shifted spots. So he is still in this location, and I guess we'll just go ahead and run in and take him out, assuming there's nothing else that's different. There are the wolf that's going to be on my case here in a moment, but let's, maybe we can sneak up, get a little less visibility. At some point, you get close enough and they just see you, right? And you just have to go in. Now let's see, I'm curious, I was curious to try out my new ability, the combat art. It might be too fancy just to use these against the wolves, and maybe you're just better off just doing deflecting. But man, it does close the distance when you're far away from somebody. When you're far away from an enemy, and this does a great job. The problem with Shadow Rush sometimes, and its ability to close the distance, is that if you don't connect with Shadow Rush, you're very wide open. And this one, maybe not as much, because you can kind of follow it up immediately with these other attacks. So you can just kind of keep spamming R1, and yeah, it's not as good when you're in close. Like, I tried to use it there just because we've got a new toy. It's not as great when you're just surrounded by a bunch of wolves. So I wonder what is different here. And are there any enemies? I'm not initially seeing any. The guy talked about the fact that he was not being relieved by his the people that were supposed to come for him. There is a guy here. And I am seeing what looks like a new item over there in the distance. So it could be that we have like almost a brand new zone. Like it's obviously a place we've been before, but it maybe has been, there are going to be new items to find and new enemies. This guy I'm not sure we can sneak up on. We're going to have to just battle this guy. I'm just seeing if there's an eavesdrop first before we do that, but let's go ahead and I guess get into battle against you. There is another guy there in the distance. Who in the hell is this? Oh my god, you look scary. What is your hat though? You kind of make me, it kind of feels like you're a Bloodborne kind of character. Your hat is so cool. This is the first time that I remember seeing this enemy. I don't know what attack that was. I guess it was a Makiri counter. We're close to breaking your posture. Okay. Whoa, brand new enemy. Trying to get a close look at you here. Let's pick up the loot. That guy had two. You were dual wielding. Let me get out the monocular here. I saw it immediately as we got into combat with this guy. I saw the other guy come out from behind the door because I thought this is gonna be, you know, this is just one of the normal army guys that we faced off before. No big deal, but no, there is a new twist on things. I can't quite get a look at you because of the way, and you can't ragdoll the enemies to get a closer look at them. But your outfit, who are you and who are you affiliated with? Now, at the same time, I am noticing that this red, maybe this is the poorly fitted armor. Is this finally the guy? I've been waiting for an enemy this whole time that was going to have like poorly fitted armor that we could use the spear against. And that sort of looks like it might fit that description. So maybe this is the time that I will put the loaded spear on the bar. We have not used this skill hardly at all. The drag ability is what is supposed to tear the poorly fitting armor. I don't know if this counts, but let's put this on as one of our abilities and have it at the ready, because maybe we finally get to use this. I've been so curious when this is going to come into play. Let's keep looking around here. I do see the rats down here like before, and I don't see any items. So it might not be wanting us to re-explore everywhere, like completely re-exploring the reservoir. Maybe the reservoir is just the same as it's been before. So maybe we'll explore there later, and for now we'll focus on checking out here. Is this, oh, this guy we can talk with. Can you tell us what's going on? You look like you might have had a run-in with the guy in red.
Shinobi Domoga. Oh, holy.
The Shinobi are in the moat? The Shinobi are in the moat? This was another thing. Oh, is there a bridge or something that's been... There's like a makeshift ramp that has been constructed down there. And this bridge is gone. Maybe that's what it is. The bridge has fallen in. This bridge is just completely gone. So we cannot... We are forced to go down here. So this is already a significant change to this level layout. I do still see a sculptor's idol there. I'm curious. Obviously, that is the main way to go. Let's explore around just a little bit and see, just in case there's other... Would it be possible if we wanted to? I think if we wanted to, we could go down here. It does allow us to get into the reservoir, and I'm actually curious to explore this way, but I'm also not sure if I can get back up easily. How would I get back up here if I wanted to? Maybe we won't go that way because it sounds like this was one of the spots that I had thought of when we unlocked our swim ability, the underwater exploration. one of the spots that came to mind in the castle was here. Obviously, there's the moat. Maybe this counts as the moat as well. Maybe it all counts as the moat. And maybe we're going to have underwater enemies. Is that a thing? The Shinobi are in the moat, he said. We don't have a very... Like, we are not able to do very much in the water. We can swing our sword, and we can deflect, but we don't have any other... Like, I don't... Maybe we can do our... I'm trying to do... No, of course, our L2 and R2 are our swimming... We change our depth with that, not using our prosthetic. I was going to try to use the spear and just see if the prosthetic tool was usable. There's another treasure carp scale. We're getting a lot of these. We are much more, a lot better stock on treasure carp scales. Let's get this item. This was one of the spots, though, because before, when we had explored here, these paths, this path, and then I'm assuming the path that's going to connect here, Yashiriku's sugar, we were not able to get through these before, and it makes so much sense because we really needed to get underwater. There goes a treasure carp. That kind of scared the fuck out of me already. Yeah, see, there's a barrier here, and before, when we swam here, it makes so much sense now. I don't know why. I just didn't think of the idea that you would be able to swim underwater. I just never in a million years. I thought maybe this would be a gate that you would raise at some point and you would connect these two, because they definitely felt like they connected to each other in some way, but you have to be underwater. So this is how I think we are getting back into the castle. And there are going to be, oh boy, there are going to be Shinobi here waiting to ambush us. Wasn't there a platform here before? Here it is. Everything feels like it could be new. This is obviously a zone that we have explored, but now there is this sense of, oh my god, what is going on here? We've already had, here we go. Oh, these guys are here too. God damn it. Wow. So the Senpo, the high monk ability, that is my monocular. Of course, that is my monocular. Because, of course, me trying to look through the monocular... I'm surprised that has not happened more often. Me going to drink a healing gourd and getting monocular instead. He's got his own kind of Senpo leaping kicks. Sometimes there is enough of a gap between the high monk abilities that we really there's a little too much lag in between the sequential, the combination of moves there, and there is an opening. You can't just keep spamming R1. Some enemies are going to be able to interrupt that, because there's this move, and then you have the kick into there. Like, there's a delay there, but then there's not too much of delay going to the sword attacks, because we were able to interrupt him there and get to the kick and the sword attacks, but then going for the final kick is where we got hit. So we're gonna have to learn when the enemies are when we're gonna be susceptible to getting interrupted. So right, we need to, man, there's a brand new enemy that we faced, and now we are facing the oldie but a goodie, the purple ninjas as well. Hello? What's going on here? Ooh, can I get the drop on this guy? That's the scarier foe. I don't mind taking him out. I can. I'd much rather have you used as the distraction while I take out this guy. I still forgot about using the spear against you, but I'd rather wait and do that. Right there, I had the ability to take advantage of the fact that you were distracted, so I decided to do that. So these guys, maybe they are also from the Interior Ministry, and they are just the, it feels like they are working with the purple ninja guys, and they are invading the castle. This is part of the overall war that we knew was kind of waiting. So here is our sculptor's idol, though, as we had before. So we've reestablished one of our warp points here. This eavesdrop is the exact same as before. So maybe that's a sign that the reservoir is not really worth re-exploring. I am going to quickly check in the well. That is one spot I do want to see. We could also run up to the top of the where the Moonview Tower is, just to see if anything is different there. It might be worth just a very quick re-exploration. But let's first go here to the well, because I think, wasn't there a spot to swim? It's locked. It is, although there is a grapple point. Why is that a grapple point? That seems very strange. Here it's locked, though. It has been boarded up. Is that the same over here? Has it been? It is. We can jump in here. We can jump in at this spot, and if we need to get back, we can always use our homeward idol. So let's check out what's in here. I'm wondering, because this is locked now, I guess. Interesting. Why would they have locked up the well? All right. Swimming. It's so fun. There's so much area potentially to re-explore with this swim ability. There is an item down here. Just a balloon of soul, though, which I don't think I have used. I have not used balloons hardly at all. And then this just takes us back to the dungeon, right? This just leads back to where the Shichimen warrior was. And I guess we can get back up here, so maybe we'll just take a peek in. But I wouldn't expect there to be anything different, but you never know. Doesn't seem to be anything different, and I think that just leads to the depths over there, so let's head back this way. We'll actually just go back to... No, let's go ahead and... No, I have to use the idol, don't I? I have to use the idol, because I can't actually get out of here any other way. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and use the homeward idol, go back to the last communed idol, and... I'm curious to check out the Moonview Tower, but I think we'll save that for some other time. Because it feels like, other than the well being... I mean, it wouldn't take us long to run through, right? We could just run through very quickly. I'll just be, for the sake of being thorough, we're going to quickly check the Moonview Tower and make sure that there is nothing new. There's also this building, but there's not anything new here. Yeah, so there's nothing really new here at the Moonview Tower, and other than that, the fact that the well was covered, it does feel like we're pretty much, the reservoir is unchanged. So let's once again head back to this idol and keep exploring. We might have to deal with a respawned, one of the respawned red enemies, which maybe isn't an opening for us to try the spear. Might do that here. That guy does not respawn. They do. Okay, they were just over here. It didn't seem to work. So it doesn't seem to actually... Wow, okay, I don't know what kind of move that is. Just deflect spamming. Just deflect spamming, but if you do get the deflects, we do a lot of posture damage now. You know, we have our skills in the what is it? The Ichimonji tree. Are you still breathing? You were still breathing. You were still alive, and we could actually interact with you. Were you gonna, like, pop up if we went over here? Were you gonna, like, come attack us? I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but we haven't had too many spots where an actual enemy, other than the ones that we could talk to, right? We obviously had plenty that we could just talk with, and then they sort of die, keel over. What the hell is going on here? Now, can we get to this idol? It looks like we can. And I don't think we're going to be immediately attacked going for it, so let's grab this. So we have our other idol here. We did not get the, it looked like my idea that loosely fitting armor could be part of that, the red enemies might have loosely fitting armor. Doesn't seem to be the case. So it looks like the spear is probably not going to be what we're... I don't know where you're supposed to use this. This poorly fitting armor. I may have completely overlooked the enemy that this was supposed to be used on. For now, though, which way do we want to explore? Eavesdrop? Not getting an eavesdrop on these guys. Let's look up here. Trying to get an idea of what is at the top. Is there an enemy up there? Or is it just a banner? Yeah, that there were the symbols there on the banner, and I wasn't sure if some of them were enemies or not. This feels like it could be an ambush. Oh, there's a guy here to talk to as well. Some oil. Intruders, yeah. My guess would be that these are intruders from the Interior Ministry. Whoa, what is this guy doing? He's just running away. He's just literally running into the corner because what he has seen has scared him to death so badly. Should I put you out of your misery? I think I'll do that. Also, maybe it would be a good idea to use you as ninjutsu fodder. Maybe that's what you're supposed to be doing there. Maybe you could do that with some of these guys. This guy feels like another one. All right, here comes. Let's see if you can. I'm gonna get you as ninjutsu fodder here, since we could use a little bit of backup. Are you gonna attack that guy or what? He's not attacking that guy. That is so strange. Why is he not doing anything against this guy? He's just sort of like standing by my side. Well, we got the full combo off that time. Oh, there are so many of you. Holy shit. I'm confused as to why this guy is not helping me out, though. That's a little bit disappointing. I'm happy that we're getting the full combo off on the High Monk, though. That's a lot of fun. Seeing if I can get a little bit better look at you here. This guy might be one we can kind of get the camera in a good position to see. Because your mask, it almost feels a little bit like, well, it's hard to see. And now, for some reason, why in the world did my game tab out? I don't know what that was about. Sorry for that. I'm trying to see if I can just get in a spot to take a look. I just want to see. There's also a spirit emblem there. Did I not get that spirit emblem before? What is this mask? Oh my god. Okay, that is very... It's cool and also very scary. This is such a different... This hat, in particular, doesn't feel like anything... It feels much more like a... Like, it makes me think of the guy... It's clearly a different hat than Chester from the DS1 DLC, who I think was supposed to be like the Bloodborne teaser character. But for some reason, it makes me think maybe it's the smile or kind of a sort of smile that it's got on the mask. Clearly this is not considered poorly fitting armor, I guess. It doesn't... Interesting character. Interesting set of enemies that we're dealing with now. Their moves are tough, but if you focus in and do correct timing on things. Also, this high monk ability is pretty good against them. They don't counter as quickly as the that purple ninja guy did. And the ability to close the distance like that is so cool. Cool, excellent. And of course, we are getting, when we get a death blow now, we get back some health. That is a great ability, which I haven't been talking about too much, but obviously it's great to take advantage of that. So we should explore in here first, but it looks like this is actually going to be closed. What was that sound? Hello? Is that another chained ogre that I hear? That's what it sounds like. The noise, I thought there was going to be something dropping through the ceiling at first, but it looks like in here we might have another chained ogre. Is this the guy with the poorly fitting armor? Question mark? No, you're just another chained ogre. Okay, so Red Eyes is supposed to be susceptible to fire, I think, right? Fire is supposed to be... We have our flame vent here. It's difficult to control the rage of those with red eyes, right? There are some flame vent upgrades that we have not yet purchased. I'll throw this on the bar for now. Let's put this on here. Now, can we open this? It's not going to open from this side. Okay, so we still need to find another way to get around to you. But we have another chained ogre to deal with. I kind of figured they would not let us just straight back into the castle, although I don't think this actually doesn't go up. We can't get back up into the sort of the dojo area, can we? All right, well, we'll see how much tougher you are when we get the chance. I had a feeling we would be going through the rooftops again. Except this time, instead of Nightjar, we're dealing with you? Oh my god. You have the same sort of outfit as the other guys in red. Or, I mean, it's a different kind of outfit, but it's colored the same. It's the Senpo rats, but they have been... These are the ones that have joined forces with the Interior Ministry. I'm guessing that it's Interior Ministry, just because that's the only faction that I know of that is sort of supposed to be in conflict with Ashina. What is over here? There's an item with a corpse. Who are you? Is it a Nightjar? I think that is a Nightjar corpse, which suggests that the Nightjar have been taken out and superseded by these guys. Because I think I see another Nightjar corpse. There's a piece of loot, and I'm guessing it's also a Nightjar corpse. The Nightjar have been assassinated. This is nuts. It's also incredibly cool. I've said before how much I'm not really a fan of repeat bosses, tough enemies that are kind of reused. We have a lot of that. There's always kind of been that in Dark Souls. Like you face, you know, in DS1, you face the Black Knights over and over. There's different repeat enemies that are strewn throughout. I'm just not a big fan of repeat bosses. It feels somehow like less inspired. But repeat levels is kind of a different feeling to me, especially when it's a significant location in the level and there is a story element, right? There is something... It would make sense that a castle is going to have... There are going to be some significant story events that are going to... be related directly to the castle, and having to revisit here several times makes so much sense. What I'm wondering is whether we should be focused on taking out any of these guys on the floor. the ground floor. I suppose I will. See exactly. I just haven't seen any eavesdrops yet. Maybe I'll get a little bit closer here first and see. Because that's what I'm curious, if there's any extra information we can glean from anybody before we go to take them out. But it doesn't look like it. I'm not getting the icon that they would normally give us to suggest that there is an eavesdrop. There's somebody behind us. It's one of those guys. This feels like the what's going to be the recurring pattern is that you're taking on these enemies that you think you've seen before. These enemies that you've seen before, supposedly. And then the new guys, the new kids on the block show up. This guy showed up. God damn it. I was wondering. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I totally forgot about you. And so did the other guy, I guess. I went for a drink there. But it could be smarter to wait a little bit, try to be a little bit greedier with your drinking your gourds, because you can get healing from death blows. But yeah, re-exploring a zone that you've been to before, but with a completely different enemy, completely different element that has been introduced. We're not able to get... I would expect we're not able to get back into the Blazing Bull arena. Feels like that's a place that would be locked forever. Although they give us a grapple point there, which is kind of interesting. Let's go over here. Is there going to be another... It was just that one guy, I think. Just the one. So far, the red enemies feel tough but fair. And the High Monk, honestly, at least against them, is really good. At least it feels really good. We're not really getting our moves interrupted like we were against the Purple Ninja. Who do I want to... Let's see. I should be able to... One of you I might be able to deal with the Gouging Top, or maybe the Phantom Kunai. Do I still have that on the... Yeah, the Phantom Kunai does a fair bit of damage. We have not been using it too much, just because it uses 2 Spirit Emblems. But against enemies like this, where you're trying to sort of clear out some of a group, part of a group, that extra damage is really nice. Who do I want to take out here? I do not know how I didn't block that. But we get some health back because we got a death blow. Was waiting, expecting one of the red enemies to pop out. Checking around where we found Anayama before, just in case there's anything there. All right, I guess now we are heading up to the rooftops to deal with the new, the Nightjar Usurpers. And how many of them will there be? And where will they be? Yep, there's another. All the spots where the Nightjar were hanging out before, it seems like they've been assassinated. Oh, there are 3 of them ready to pop out there. I can see their hats. They're hanging down. Can I go ahead and maybe go over here and get the drop on them? They all jump up. Whoops. That guy jumped up there. So I can get the drop on this guy, but then that one up there and this one here would see me. Can I go around maybe to you? I'm not going to be able to get close enough to get a stealth death blow, at least a hanging death blow. So I would have to go around over to this side, which is kind of the way I want to go. I'm going to drop down here. Oops. Who is seeing us? It is that guy sees us. So can I go here? Trying to find the way. If I can... there's a little bit of like puzzle solving that feels like is involved here. and which is trying to maneuver. Oh shit. Okay. Well, so much for completely being stealthy. That, okay, I jumped off to my death. Fortunately, it's not your death, but there are 3 of you. Holy shit. Holy shit. I almost jumped off actually to my death there. So I was trying to be all stealthy with the one group of enemies, and it ended up walking me directly into the path of 3 more. So these guys are all over the place. Trying to do a little bit of a regroup here. Let's do a bit of a regroup and see if we can make our way back around this way. I was in the middle of talking about trying to puzzle solve how to getting a stealth death blow on every single enemy, and that just completely 100% backfired. So these guys, they weren't... I mean, they did seem kind of... Any enemy... I was going to say, they didn't seem that tough, but any enemy in numbers is nothing to fuck around with. So have they completely moved now? Okay, there's that guy. I feel like he was there before. The rest of them all moved to like different rooftops following me, I think. We'll at least get one of you. And it might be a good idea to do some ninjutsu at some point. Let's at least get this item. Pellets. It would make sense for us to go around this side, I suppose. I think the guy that was up at the very top dropped down. Man, these guys are all right here. What can we do? What tools do we have here to deal with so many of you? So many of you at once. Also, who is aggroing to me? One of you dropped down into the corner, and I didn't notice you. Unless that's a different... Is that one of the purple ninjas that's hiding down there? Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just sort of skip all of you and go up here. Can I do that? Why am I not able to get the grapple point? I thought there was a grapple point up at this roof. And all of a sudden it's not there. Okay, let's go up here. Hello there. Did not expect you to be here. I really should have ninjutsu'd. Really should have ninjutsu'd that guy because... Well, you know what? Hold on here. We just had the Phantom Kunai that we were using before. We're going to use all our spirit emblems here, but at least getting rid of one of you might be worth it. They're probably going to be following me around the roofs, which is okay, but dealing with 2 of them at once might not be. Just seeing if I can isolate them. The guy that doesn't have the yellow arrow, I figured was still coming for me, but did he lose sight of me as well? Or is that the end of their... That might be the end of their aggro radius. So we got the other guy aggroed anyways. We'll head over in this direction. Maybe we don't even have to worry about those guys. Scrap magnetite. I'm not seeing... Obviously the kites are gone, because it seems the nightjar are gone. What was down here? That was just one of the guys we killed. I don't think I might more fully re-explore this later, but at the moment, I think I just want to keep pressing ahead There are probably going to be other... Yes, I see a purple guy. I see a purple ninja eater. One of you I can deal with. Wait, can I actually sneak up on you? There's no way, right? There's no way. Doggo and you at the same time? Who is whistling? Who is the one whistling and bringing more dogs into the battle? Is that what you're doing? I don't know how I didn't. I got my own flying kicks, dude. Why am I taking so long to wind up? I got my own flying kicks now, dude. The tables have been turned. How you like my moves? Who the heck was whistling, though? That's what I really want to know. Oh, there's a bridge here. Could we have come straight up here and bypassed all of this? Hello? That is fascinating. So they are bridges that have been set up by the new enemies. Shinobi and Hound. Yes, I did find that part out. Thank you for the warning. Shinobi and Hound. Who was the one doing the whistling, though? Who in the heck was doing the whistling? There are two of them. Oh boy. Well, are they gonna patrol all the way to me is what I'm wondering right now. They are not patrolling all the way to me. It looks like they do turn around. So if I can get one of them on my side, I should have known, of course, there would be another one watching. If you can make your way over here and we can have a civilized one-on-one, I'm okay with this. He's taking his time, but he's coming. We do so much damage now. We do so much damage to posture when we're successfully deflecting, and we do a lot of just regular damage. So we can hold our own against these guys now. We also are much more familiar with their moves. Now, what I was going to try to do... Oh, there's another one of them up here. I was going to try to sneak up and get one of them ninjutsu'd and on my side, but there's that guy up there. And he looks like he's wearing a different mask. I guess we have seen several different types of masks or hoods that these guys have been wearing. This one feels even more unique than before. Look at the... I didn't see this before, but there are like prongs on these makeshift bridges or ramps. Feels like we want to make our way around and take him out first before we deal with the guys that are patrolling together here. There's also a set of ramps that goes down into that area. This is so fascinating, exploring this area again like this. It feels like a completely new area because there's completely new enemy placements. Everything is new. Who is going to be hiding back here, though? So far, it feels like we have a clear shot at the guy up above, but there are dogs. There are dogs. We didn't have a completely clear shot. The dogs, do they follow from rooftop to rooftop? I think they alerted the guy up top. That was the part I was worried about, is that they set him into yellow arrow status. What exactly happened there? What exactly happened? I feel like that guy, the purple ninja guy, came down to check. And then went back up? Question mark? Do the dogs have armor? This one looks like it's got some sort of a headpiece. That the camera acts so weird. Okay, I guess this works. Can they not attack me when I'm ledge hanging? Can they not attack me when I'm ledge hanging? This is so funny. I'm a little worried about the yellow arrow in the background here. The I'm guessing is the purple ninja guy, who is like going from rooftop to rooftop trying to find me. Yeah, this guy. I could have had him. There was a death blow there. I panicked because I thought he was going to get me. And now he is onto my trail. I could have had him. There was a fucking death blow. Do I drink? I'm gonna drink. No, I am not gonna drink because I have fucking... I'm probably being a little bit... I should be a little bit more... or a little less wasteful with my healing gourds. Because we're down to 3 now. Did he just fall off and die? Did he actually just fall off and die? Man, that could have been a really good situation if I had just stuck with the plan there and gotten the death blow. Because he didn't have a red arrow yet. I just didn't quite understand how the mechanic was going to work there. I think that's what happened, though. I think somehow that guy fell off and died. Because now he's not up here anymore, right? And now we just have the 2 down below. There's another dead nitro there, but maybe we can talk to that one. There is obviously a ramp that's going up toward the roof where we fought Genichiro, and there's part of me that wants to go directly there. There's also part of me that wants to try to bank the checkpoint that should be still in the antechamber. So can we get a death blow from behind on one of these? There are dogs over there too. So it's like they whistle and they bring in the reinforcements. There's only one of them now, though. What happened to the other guy? What happened to the other guy? I could have sworn there were 2 of the purple dudes there before. I guess it's good for me. We'll wait for him to turn around, and then we'll go ahead and... maybe it was the other guy that fell off. Or maybe multiple of them fell off. I'm so puzzled because I feel like 2 enemies that were up here got dealt with for free. Welcome to a FromSoft game, I guess. Man, my heart is pounding right now. This is so much fun. And also, I am so freaking nervous. We've made good progress to make it to this point. Let's go ahead and grapple over here, and we're going to take out the dogs from afar. They're a little sturdier. These doggos are a little sturdier. Also, he fell down there. That's what happened. Now, can he make it back up? Or can we just get a plunging death blow on him? We should be able to get a plunging death blow on him, right? No, unless we don't just... Whatever. We weren't close enough. Did I aggro somebody else? It's just a gecko. It's just a gecko. Hold on here. Let's get some health from the geckos, actually. We can get the death blows to give us some health. I could also ninjutsu him, apparently. Getting my health popped off here, and also eliminating other foes laying in wait. We're definitely much more equipped to take these guys on now, but they still get my heart pounding. And the geckos, like most wildlife, are just annoying enough. when you're taking them on by themselves, not that big a deal. When you're trying to deal with one of the frickin' shadow long swordsmen, And then all of a sudden you got poison geckos on you as well. Whole different ballgame. That camera gets so wonky when I ledge hang. Sometimes. I kind of got turned around here, but I think this is the castle. So let's try to go for the warp point, the checkpoint. We can grapple directly up in here, and we've got a another sculptor's idol, which I almost want to go ahead and rest at because we're down to 2 gourds, and if we're going up to the top, and there's going to be a boss fight potentially, if there is another encounter with Genichiro or some sort of boss, then we are locked in at the next skill point, which is good. But we have a lot of sen to spend, so why don't we go ahead and do that very quickly. Let's head to the sculptor. Now that we have these... We do have the reservoir locked in as a... And that one is open as well. Okay. We're just at this one at the moment. For a second, I just wanted to check and make sure that these were actually activated once again. And it looks like they are. So let's head back to check with the sculptor, and let's get some upgrades purchased so we can spend the nice chunk of change that we have unlocked or earned while taking out Long Swordsman and this new what are we gonna call the jester? They kind of have a bit of a jester outfit. I don't know, maybe not. They just seem funny to me in some way. The new red ninja enemy. So what are we doing here? We're going to get... I think what I wanted to do, the last time I looked at this particular ability, the Sen Throw, is not one that I'm in love with, but it does appear to be a prerequisite for this, the Lazulite Shuriken. And I think the Shuriken has been the item or the upgrade prosthetic tool that we have used the most. And I kind of want to get this. Now, of course, we need whatever this final material is, the lapis lazuli, and I don't know how far away we are from getting that. But regardless, we are at some point need to get both of these. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get the Sen Throw just to spend some sen and work toward one of these ultimate upgrades. And then we'll also need the Great Feather Mist Raven at some point. And so yeah, so let's just pop. Let's go ahead and sell a couple things here to get us up to 2,000. Go ahead and sell a coin purse and maybe an item. Something that costs 10. Some rice. No, we don't sell the rice. We don't want to sell the rice. Eel liver. Something that we have a ton of. The Amoeba Balloons of Wealth. The balloons, maybe the soul. Yeah, the soul balloons. I have to see somebody else using these maybe to get the... I understand what it's supposed to do, but it hasn't felt like we've ever needed to use one. I don't know. We'll do a light coin purse, though. Get us up to 2001, a Shinobi Odyssey. Let's get the Sen Throw. I might try this. I might try this ability at some point. It could be, now that I think of it, it could be a way when you're on the cusp of you know, a tough fight and you have some sen that you want to, maybe you don't have enough, you're not close to an upgrade, but you have some loose change lying around, throw it in, literally throw it in using your Sen Throw and actually get some value out of it. All right, we're going to get that upgrade, and now let's head back and see if we can head straight up to the rooftop at the castle. I think I will just quickly see if these enemies are the same. Is this exactly the same as before? Okay, so this area maybe is unaffected by whatever is going on. The infiltration. No, there is one of the purple shinobi there. So even this place is not completely different, although this guy was still alive. So they haven't, like, just straight up killed or executed everybody. But I imagine they're not on the same side, right? Even though they're hostile to us, obviously. Interested to know more. Now this spot, oh, there is a grapple point right there. I don't remember that being there before. I thought we were going to be, like, sort of jumping back into the fray. And maybe we still are. There are several shinobi around here. Where do I want to... I want to go up to the roof is what I want to... I want to kind of head straight to the top and see. Can we get to Kuro? Because it felt like... We might have to... We still might have to jump into the fray here. Because what I was thinking of doing was going like this. And just making my way up to the top. There is somebody up here.
お主のことはよく覚えているぞ。
Who's he talking to?
死んだと聞いていたが、一体何を企んでいる？フクロウよ。
Owl. He's alive? Holy shit. Owl is not dead. And his hair is long as fuck. How did I never notice this before?
この袋は巫女様の尊いその恩知をお守りしたいだけにございます。
Unless he is undying?
流因に見入られたか。話すことはない。去るがよい。
相すみませぬが懐かしきこの眺めをもうしばし堪能したか満足しましたら帰ります。
Oh my god. Owl is alive? Question mark? But we have this whole rejuvenating water situation. And so it's not immediately a boss fight. But I was a little worried for a second. Is Owl going to be a boss fight? Owl is here. Yo, Dad. Dad, how's it going? It's Wolf. He's really taking in the view, huh? There is a fog wall there, though. There's a fog wall here. I guess this is just here so that we can't, like... Oh, I can't swing my sword right now. I guess this is here to block us from going down to Kuro because we have to take care of this first. I really don't want to fight you, though. But I feel like they're going to make us fight. Why is your hair so freaking long, though? My god. It's kind of amazing looking. This is a very... Owl is just a very cool character in general, and we haven't really gotten a chance to look at you before in your full, you know, the last time we saw you at Hirata Estate, you were kind of bent over, but getting to see like the full, you know, the feathers that he's got draped over him. This is such, he's massive compared to everybody else as well, which I think is just kind of a general, I think that's just a general thing in the storytelling that FromSoft likes to do. It's not necessarily, it's not like some, it's just that he's a really important character, I think. I don't think there's anything more to it than that. It's just that he's really, really a cool dude, and that's why he's just tall as fuck. Hi, Dad.
生きておいでだったとは計りごとよ。お前こそあの世死んだと思うておったがな。巫女様のお力にて死人より帰りました。それよ。わしはあの巫女の力を流因を手中にしようと思う。ですが分かっておる。第一の掟により父が命じる。主を捨てよ。今よりあの巫女はお前の主ではない。巫女様を捨てる。そうじゃ、狼よ。父の言葉に従い、巫女を捨てよ。
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that, my dude. It's actually giving us a choice. Was that really the Iron Code? Gosh, I almost want to go back and review. But I guess he did, if I remember correctly, he did put himself first, didn't he? You obey the father first, and then the master. Gosh, I'm so prone to getting those things mixed up, though. I really can't say for sure, and it's been so long since I've seen the opening cutscene. Obey the Iron Code, forsake Kuro. Break the Iron Code, stay loyal to Kuro. Huh. I mean, we can't forsake Kuro, can we? And I know you're our father, but at the same time, we saw you die, didn't we? We saw you die, and we know that the rejuvenating waters and the whole coming back from the dead is a thing that doesn't necessarily turn out well for everybody. I'm also looking at your arm. I don't know if it's a lighting thing, but your arm feels very gray and not good looking. Huh, this is kind of a tough choice. Although maybe not that tough of a choice, and maybe not a choice at all. Because I feel like the game is set up to where we have to stay loyal to Kuro, don't we? Like, Kuro... And it feels like the way that he's talking, the way that he's saying, like, you know, the divine heir, forsake the divine heir. That kind of a question doesn't feel like the question that the true owl would pose to us. I'm curious to see what would happen with each of these, but I have a feeling it's one of these where no matter what you pick, you're going to end up in the same spot. But it doesn't really feel good to forsake Kuro. I don't want to break the Iron Code, but I also really don't want to forsake Kuro. I hate doing this, but...
できませぬ。できぬ。だと。忍びが情に流されるなど。なんと。情けないことか。
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
せがれよ。なぜこの父の思いがわからぬのだ。忍びの掟を忘れたか。
掟は己で定める。そう決めました。我が主のように。
Here we go. Oh shit.
少しは成長しておるようだな。
That was fucking cool.
やろうか。狼よ。
I was afraid we were gonna have to fight you. Great Shinobi Owl. Let's not have our monocular on the bar anymore. Oh, you have shuriken. Oh, that was actually a good move. I thought we were gonna get punished there because I did it at the wrong time. What is that? What the hell was that? Ooh, oh my god. Yo, this guy's got moves. I don't know what the fuck that is. Terror bomb? Poison bomb? I kind of need to drink. Just kind of need to get out of the corner. Great Shinobi Owl. Wow. That is such a weird move to have to think about. We're kind of fighting past each other sometimes here. Yo, the way that he kicks up, he's doing a jump kick on us. I'm sure we're gonna get hit by that at some point, but I'm not in a hurry to find out what that does. That jump kick is so cool. Also, I love this location. We fought Genichiro here as well, and it's such a cool spot to fight. Okay, we'll keep doing this, fine. I think I'm winning that exchange. So I'm kind of okay with how that was going. Not now. Getting backed into a corner finally. Do I need to drink? I'm not going to drink yet. See, we're running into some attacks there. Definitely running into some attacks. Just a lot of deflect spamming here. We're getting a little lucky that we're not close enough when he's doing that attack. We almost got hit by that. Really need my posture back, but he also is low on his posture. Okay. We did not have to get him anywhere close to the bottom of his health bar. Whoa. Wait. I was gonna say, you've got another death blow, don't you? And he was just fooling us. This tricky guy. Dad, you got some tricks, huh? And then he goes with the poison. Wow, okay. Poison. So instead of the shuriken there with the jump attack, he just goes straight up poison mode. Could be a good spot to use contact medicine. Although it doesn't cure poison, right? So you'd have to use it beforehand. We're just a little too far away sometimes. I'm liking this high monk, though. What is that? Okay, he really got us off guard with that. So he sort of stunned us. In addition to us losing target lock on him, he really stunned us. I'd like to heal. Wow. The poison is very annoying, and because it's also kind of like I don't have it on my bar, and so going to the menu to heal through it or to try to get rid of the poison. So I might just end up ignoring it. We still are poisoned though. It is not. I was thinking it was going to have run out by now. So we kind of need to have it on the bar, don't we? Fistful of Ash could be good against you. We know that that's not going to be good. Why don't we move Fistful of Ash over here, and let's put Antidote Powder here. We only have one gourd left. We'll go ahead and use the Antidote Powder though, since we're already at the menu. We still have not got hit by that. I don't know what it does. Whoa! Why was I not blocking? Hello? The parent is absolute. Their will must be obeyed. I mean, there's no such thing as absolutes. Only a Sith thinks in absolutes. Did it just poison us? I'm not sure what that did, if that's a poison affliction. I'm out of, oh, I can't use any healing, that's what it is. I can't use any healing. It's like a Lloyd's Talisman. Oh, he healed. Ah. So he's got a heal move as well. I'd like to use pellets at some point. Yo, he's got his own, like, the follow attack or whatever that you can do after a shuriken. I am not deflecting that correctly. I really should heal again. Feels like every time I use a pellet, though, I get punished. Yeah, it's a Lloyd's Talisman. That's hilarious. Oh. Okay. Not sure if there's more beyond, you know, if this is another Genichiro fight, there might be more after the second death blow. We did pretty well, though, I feel like, for a first attempt. We have a much better handle now on the tricks. And sure enough, there was a boss fight. I had a feeling there was going to be a boss fight. I just would have never guessed that it would be Dear Old Dad. I hate that Dear Old Dad is a boss fight. But also, this is part of the story, right? The fact that I don't know if rejuvenating in waters is what's going on with him. If he's been brought back from the dead in that regard. Or in that manner. We might get more information once we win the fight. But that is such a cruel choice to have to make us decide. Making us decide between protecting Kuro and disobeying our dad. Oh, we can go up here. Okay. I was gonna say, is there an easier way to do this run back? We are allowed to do the ledge hang there, so back we go. If I can find the spot here, but let's go again. Back we are in this arena fighting once again. Is there anything that we want to change? Anything that we want to adjust? We weren't using any of our prosthetic tools. The Phantom Kunai could be nice. The High Monk was good. You just have to use it at the right spot. You have to use it at the right times. We want antidote powder here. What we could use is we could use our spirit emblems by using like one of these, maybe the Goken's Sugar Spirit Fall. I think we'll go with that. We'll try using, do I want to put it on my quick action bar somewhere? Don't love having too many things on the bar. But I guess we can put it here. This is maybe too many things on my bar. I always can remember, I should always keep in mind that we can come back to healing gourds by just holding down left or right. You have to talk to him again. You just have to talk to him to reinitiate the fight. I see. Okay. Little bit of a different way from the way we fought Genichiro. Didn't come close enough there. We got to be careful about taking damage from the from that jump, the jump kick into the shuriken. It's a cool move. That's probably a good spot to initiate the High Monk. The risk to that, though, is you end up in a move. You end up taking the Lloyd's Talisman. This might cost us an early death here. Yep, got our posture broken. Okay, I just got greedy there. I got so greedy trying to go for the follow-up hits with the High Monk. Man, sometimes you are just a little too far away. I should not be running. I'm trying to run away to get my posture back. That would have been a good spot for the High Monk, maybe. That actually works out perfectly. So that's a good opening for that, for the High Monk move. Damn it. I mean, we can do this all day if you want. Whoa! That was a new move, my goodness. I took a drink in the wrong spot and then I'm jumping as usual, jumping too much. Really need to heal my posture. I got the effect. God damn it. I thought I was far enough away. He's very close. We're very close to breaking his posture. Fuck. No. Oh. Dang it. We did so poorly before the first death blow that we got. We just did so poorly that first sequence of opening the fight and just had us too much on the back foot. This is fun though. This is fun. We're fighting. I always love the boss grind. I'm just a little, it makes me a little sad that we're fighting the owl, but such is the way of a FromSoft game. Things never turn out. There's never a happy ending. We do get to activate the... You can't activate that here? You have to be outside of the arena. Okay, sure. Fine, have it your way. Does that only take one? Did that only take one spirit emblem? Interesting. I should not be going for a counter hit there on that. Wow, that's a death. Poorly timed High Monk, apparently. I need a drink. Right there would maybe be the High Monk. When he takes a back step like that. I thought he was going to get me. Kind of got away with it. I actually like this sequence when we get one of these long exchanges. That's actually really good for me. Wow, he just combos together several things sometimes. That one right there is getting me most often. I'm going for a counter hit, but he swings too fast for me to really get a safe counter hit. Why did I go for High Monk there? It was terrible. I need to wait for him to get into a certain type of move before I do it, like here. So when he's recovering, I actually have time to finish things. And I can, looks like I can safely do the full combo. Thank you for doing that while my posture was broken. Yeah, this is, the effects, I'm sure the effects of the Bell Demon are also greatly felt here. The additional posture damage that we are taking. I am behind the fucking statue. Maybe the statue might have protected me from the Lloyd's Talisman, though. We're not really connecting with too much stuff there. But at the same time, maybe we're building up a little posture damage. Okay, I'll take it. We get our death blow back. I'll take a heal, please. He didn't do the big thing where he, the big smoke bomb attack. The poison was still there. Fuck. That's so annoying. Can I get the poison now? He's probably attacking. Really don't want to get hit by one of those right now. Let's see about if we can use our... I forgot it's on the bar already, but I'm already here in the menu. So I'll use the antidote powder now. Those counterattacks are so dicey. So what is the safe way to get out of the poison? That's kind of what I'm sort of panicking and jumping to try to get out of it. And I'm going into the wrong direction, obviously. Need to be careful not to get too close to that. High Monk is such a good response to that one move. Could have done it there as well. So maybe backwards. Oh, he recovered. Fuck. I needed to use a shuriken there. I'm so not used to him healing. I forgot I have a shuriken that can interrupt that. We were so close to killing him too. Yeah, it looks like backwards is the safe spot. Have to be careful about the poison still being there, though. I don't know if I should use poison now. I feel like if I use the antidote powder now, I'm going to take a big hit because he's charging at me. So I think I should wait. Now we can use it. Wow. Okay. Now what? Death of a shadow. You taught me well. That's my boy. Defeat Shinobi Owl. Defeated Great Shinobi Owl. Part of me was kind of worried there. You know, now that we've experienced Guardian Ape, I will always be forever worried that the Shinobi execution is only temporary. Because we live in the world of the Undying. But it looks like we can say, with the greatest of respect. Out of my game, Dad? Ah, my heart aches. The Great Shinobi Owl was foster father to the wolf. I want to get more to that story when we turn in the memory, reflect on the memory. We also pick up the aromatic branch. This is what they were talking about. We've had this mentioned before, right? The Everblossom is a sakura tree, and as such is ripe with nostalgia. Dried aromatic wood from the Everblossom plucked by the wolf's father. He's the one that took it from the Everblossom. Takeru would likely gaze upon this branch when once it bloomed, reminded of home. Also one of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir for immortal severance. Wow. Wow. Ah. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Father. Until next time, who knows? Who knows in this game how long it's going to be until you meet another character or have to battle against a character again. That was a fun fight, though. Let's go ahead and enhance our attack power and see what more to the story there is. Remnant Great Shinobi. The Great Shinobi Owl's unbridled ambition was to obtain the power of the dragon's heritage. So even he got seduced by this. To where he was... Because doesn't he... Like, he was asking us to disobey the Iron Code. But isn't he supposed to be bound by the Iron Code as well? Aren't you sort of turning your back on one of your own principles and protecting the master? Protecting Kuro? I guess somehow he felt like the rules didn't apply to him. Now is the time to let one's true name ring out across all of Japan. It was all for the sake of this ambition. Attack power has been enhanced. Attack power 9. Ah. Man, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot to think about. But there's also potentially a lot to talk about. And we must now see... We must now talk with our friends and get more to the story. Let's actually talk with Emma first. Certainly, you have additional dialogue about us having to battle our father?
狼殿ほんの少し眉間の
Wow, her dialogue is still the same?
薄
Slightly disappointing. I was hoping there might be... Wait, did she have more there actually?
本眉間九郎様の
No, I think that's the same as before. I don't think we're gonna have happy hour at the moment. It doesn't really feel like happy hour. Maybe we need some sake to be able to deal with the aftermath of... That is such a big, momentous part of the game. And it's also kind of makes me wonder, were all of those guys that came into the castle, the guys in the red outfits, the long shadow, the shadow long swordsman, were they affiliated with Owl in some way? It also makes me want to check in with Ishin. But we got to check in with Kuro first.
狼、
ご無事で何より。
フクロウは
切りました。
すまぬ、
九郎様。
Me too.
すまぬ。
なすべきことを。
Wolf is still all business though. I think I'm far more affected by this than Wolf actually is.
父がこれを持っていました。
これは床桜の枝か。そうか、フクロウが持っていたのか。
はい、これでまた一つ源の甲に近づきました。
ああ、そうだな、狼よ。
One step closer. We still also haven't turned in this other one, have we? I guess we haven't turned them in. We don't turn them in, quote unquote, maybe until we finally have them all, which maybe we do now. But we hadn't the shelter stone is what I was thinking about. We hadn't talked to him about the shelter stone, which I would imagine that is going to be next on our list of topics. Or maybe we just have all the ingredients.
おお、それが源の甲の石か。妙な形をしておるな。
やはり祀られておりました。
そうか。タケル様の記されていた通りだったな。
Takeru-sama.
はい。その石のあった祭壇にかぐわしく腰入れ立て祀る。そう書かれておりました。
腰入れ。それはどのようなところじゃ。
岩戸の奥の洞窟です。
そのようなところから腰に乗り、どこへ嫁に行くというのか。まあ、考えても拉致が開かぬな。
かぐわしく。九郎様。あの場は宣教の入り口なのやもしれません。
Oh.
そうか。
I get it.
かぐわしくとは源の好機をまとうこと。それを指しておるのやもしれぬな。
Aha. So that place is important. That place is important, and but we need more than just the shelter stone. We need the actual full incense. So it would seem.
ようやく叶うな。
It is funny, we have to kneel
これ
each
できっ
time.
と源の好機を抱きしめることができるだろう。
Oh, that's what we're gonna do.
香炉に集めたものをくべてくれ。
We infuse our clothes.
よい。
I see. So now we have the ability to go ahead and burn the incense. Let's make sure we've exhausted the dialogue first.
狼よ、これで
That's the same thing.
きっと
Okay.
よい。
I guess let's go ahead and do this. We burn the incense, our clothes become infused with it, and then we're able to go back to the wedding ritual cave and proceed to the Fountainhead Palace. Maybe that's why there were so many mentions there from the High Priest. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. Now that I think about it, the stuff that was going on in Mibu Village, the High Priest, I don't remember exactly what he said, if he mentioned anything about being sweetly scented, but perhaps that was the goal that they were after. They were trying to bathe themselves in the correct aroma and thus be able to reach the Fountainhead Palace. Okay, things are starting to make maybe a little more sense. Sense, as in incense? Haha. Got him.
巫女様。
狼不思議よ案ずるな深くは
Oh, we have to do that as well. Oh,
不思
shit.
議を抜いてくれぬか
はい。
すまぬ
Oh
が
my god. Careful,
目を
Wolf.
閉じてくれ
Careful.
は
I gotta close my eyes? Oh my god. Ah. Just a small cut, you said.
もう良いぞ
All right.
狼
Okay.
大事
Ooh, it's
あ
all
りま
glowing.
せぬか。
大丈夫胸のあたりを
On your
少
chest?
し切っただけだ
Why there? Why not just on like your finger or something? Okay.
源の好機か何やら無性に懐かしい
はい。
どうじゃ何か変わったことはあるか
匂いと、それから源の宮。その言葉が頭から離れませぬ。
源の宮タケル様が書き残されていた通りそこから宣教に通じているのだろうなその源の宮への生き方だが
かぐわしく。
We talked about this already, didn't we?
香りの石が置かれた祭壇に。
Just in case you
そう書
didn't
かれていました。
fully exhaust the dialogue before?
そなたは源の好機をまとっている岩戸の奥の腰に入れば源の宮への道が開けるだろう不死立ちは間近頼むぞ狼よ
御意。
Dang, we are getting close to it. Maybe getting close to the end? There's probably a lot more to the story here. Probably much further from the end than it feels like, but this feels like a very significant
宣教に向
step.
かい竜の涙を取ってきてくれ
はい。
まずはそなたが香りの石を手にしたという岩戸の奥に行くのだ
Mm-hmm.
そなたは岩戸の奥の腰に入れば
御意。
Makes sense. I get it. I get the game plan.
狼よ
はい。
まずは岩戸
御。
Okay. So we are going to be headed back to that cave. Now that we have the right incense,
よ
aroma.
くぞ参られました
Just seeing if her
本見家
dialogue has progressed, but it feels like it's not gonna progress for some time. All right, anything else around here? Any new items? We have seen some new items in other places in the castle. Fascinating. Well, that was definitely a big step forward. What was I hearing just now? What did I hear? Probably an enemy outside. The other thing that we need to deal with here, we need to check in with Ishin. Can I get to you without having to deal with more Nightjar? Not Nightjar. It's not Nightjar anymore. It's what are we dealing with now? We don't really have a good name for them. Oh, there's an item here though. Some pellets. Good, good, good. My dude, some things have been happening. Shit has been
お主か
popping off. Oh, you're not feeling so good, are you? I've kind of forgotten about the fact that he was
それ
sick.
がお主の心配顔かじじいはここにいろとエマがうるさい故にこうしておるだけじゃ時に赤狼お主と苦労の不死立ちの戦椿際のようじゃな不死立ちの戦を阻む者切ったか
切りました。
そうか。迷わずよう切った。
Yeah, that is the Shinobi way. Whatever it takes, kill without hesitation. Get the job done. I do want to have more drinks. I do want to have more drinks with all of you, and I definitely... I honestly, this guy feels sort of immortal in my mind. You're the Tengu. You can't die, but I forgot you were sick. So I do want to be having happy hour with all of you at some point, because we do need to get the rest of the dialogue. Hesitate. He who hesitates is lost. Yes, very much. All right. Yeah, it does feel, I think you're right. It feels like our mission with Kuro is getting close to some sort of conclusion. But I'm sure there will be some more twists and turns along the way. We still have a lot more to explore in the castle as well. But I think that is going to be for next time. I think we are going to wrap up this installment of Sekiro. Once again, it's gonna take me a little while to decompress and maybe be able to process all of the events, especially these last set of events, having to take out the owl. What a fun fight, though. Really, really fun fight. There's still a lot of castle to explore, and we now seem to have a new zone, the Fountainhead Palace, that may have finally opened to us. So we'll think things over and figure out what we're going to do next time, but for now, we'll wrap things up. We'll pay homage one last time. I wish I could do... This is one part of the game where I wish I could do a pose. I guess I could do a pose by using my spirit fall here, which interestingly does only use one spirit emblem, which is a very good piece of information that we picked up. So I should be probably taking a lot more advantage of that, but that will be something that we figure out next time as we press on and explore the rest of the castle and eventually check out the Fountainhead Palace. This game is so awesome, and I have been enjoying the ride so much. As I always say, can't wait to see what's next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.